Hi guys, I'm here today to bring you breaking news about the state of Alaska. I did a video recently using this educational kids puzzle where we learned that the state of Texas is larger than the state of Alaska. In this video I said some people may think, if anybody ever says to you some people may think, that probably is because they think that. And I did think Alaska was bigger, but I thought, oh, I guess I don't know. But a commenter brought to my attention that no, Alaska is bigger. So, this video is a correction. I've done a little research, and I will do some with you right now. Here. I wish this map you could see better, but here's the state of Alaska. Here's the United States of America. Now, I admit that even on this map, what they say is Alaska is twice as big as Texas. But if you, that's square miles. I have to admit, on this map, it still looks pretty comparable, but Alaska's quite a bit bigger. I pulled out this one to look at, where you can see Texas. Alaska up here. I don't know if that one helps us a whole lot, honestly. Okay, let's see. I've got this this book, which is, I love this book. I've had it forever. It's called The Dictionary of Cultural Literacy, and it has just interesting facts about all kinds of things. Maybe sometime we'll just flip through this. It's really great. You know, if you don't want to look at your phone, well, I had it from well before phones. You could read about Rasputin, Stalin, Queen Victoria. Dorothy Dix, Benjamin Franklin, Ulysses S. Grant, Lincoln. Anyway, but we brought up the state of, it's here, Alaska, where are you? Where's Anchorage? Alaska, state in northwesternmost North America, bordered by the Arctic Ocean to the north, the Yukon, Canada to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the south, and the Bering Sea to the west. Its capital is Juneau, and the largest city is Anchorage. The 49th state, admitted in 1959, and the largest. Now this map doesn't help us to see how big it is, so we're going to ignore that one. So I actually went on the old Google and I wrote down some notes about Alaska. Whether they're correct or not, I don't know, because they're just from Google. But I'm going to trust that they are. But let's first find the state of Alaska in here. North America. Canada. Wisconsin, Arkansas, Texas and Oklahoma, Northern Plains, Rocky Mountains, West Coast, Alaska. Okay. Boy, it's kind of on the page break. It's so big, it needs 2 pages. So, my lighting's really weird because I have some direct sunlight coming in right now. I'm sitting near a window. So sorry about that. You can't quite see it, but I'll read you some of the facts that I found. This is me scratching them down because I was furiously doing a book report on Alaska. Okay, Alaska, according to Google, has 29 volcanoes. What? I had no idea. This is total news to me. I thought Hawaii was the only state that had volcanoes. Well, and Mount St. Helen is a ash volcano, but I had no idea. And so there's a lot that I need to learn. Oh, look, they show right here Alaska. This is the map. There we go. Showing you how big. Oh, well, this one really shows it looks big compared. So what I read is if you cut Alaska in half, it's still bigger than Texas. So it's big. Alaska is as big as England, France, Italy, and Spain combined. I said this to my husband. He goes, yeah, no duh. I'm like, I think that's interesting. He's like, well, those places aren't very big. They're way smaller. America's just huge. I was like, okay, I don't know. Alaska has 3,000 rivers and 3 million lakes. 3 million. I assume some of those are tiny. Don't know. Alaska has 3 months of sunshine and 3 months of no sunshine. Now, I thought Alaska never got like where it didn't have any sunshine. I thought it had those, because aren't there places like way up north where they get no sunshine? But doesn't Alaska have like, what do you call that? Twilight? Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, I had a friend who lived in, what is it, what, Wasilla? Yeah, I think she lived there, and she used to post photos on Facebook of kind of like, you know, that light that lasted all night long. Iditarod dog sled race is every March. Iditarod means a distant place. Alaska is the 49th state. Alaska has 5,000 earthquakes a year. Well, that's interesting. The other thing I know about Alaska is not much. No, is where's Juneau, you guys? Oh, here it is, Juneau. This is the capital of Alaska, but there are no roads that lead into Juneau. You have to either take a boat there or fly. There are no roads. I think that's interesting. So I have made it my plan, and I've already looked into this, and it's happening because it's the only state I haven't been to, is to go to Alaska. But I couldn't really afford to do it because it's expensive to travel all around Alaska. So I'm taking a very inexpensive cruise there that hits some of these places. I think it ends in Seward, so like I won't get to go all up in here, but it'll give me a feel for it. So that's happening in 2024. So I can't wait because I want to learn about Alaska. What else, guys? Is there anything else? Let's see if they tell us anything else about Alaska in this book. Look in the index here. $393 through Alaskan Pipeline $319. Okay. Oops, I just skipped it. 15, 17, 19. Alaskan Pipeline, an oil pipeline that runs 800 miles from oil reserves in Prudhoe Bay on the northern coast of Alaska. Prudhoe Bay. Do you think we'll be able to see that? This stupid map, it goes right down the center. You can't see it. I don't know. Well, I assume it's up here somewhere. Okay. An oil pipeline that runs 800 miles from oil reserves in Prudhoe Bay on the northern coast of Alaska to the port of Valdez on Alaska's southern coast, from which the oil can be shipped to markets, also called the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. After oil was discovered in Prudhoe Bay in 1968, construction of the pipeline was delayed for several years, as conservationists warned against the effects of the pipeline on the ecosystem through which it would run. In 1989, boy do I remember this incident, an environmental disaster occurred when an oil tanker, the Exxon Valdez, ran aground and leaked millions of gallons of oil into Prince William Sound, causing the largest oil spill in U.S. history. And that's when Dawn dishwashing liquid was showing how they could wash the penguins and get the oil off them. And they'd have commercials where they were cleaning otters and penguins, and it was so sad. You're like, oh no. But ever since then, I have thought Dawn is the best dishwashing because it does take oil. Anyway, enough about Dawn. Very good advertising campaign. Let's see. Exxon Valdez. Let's see if they have more information about that incident. Nothing else. Look about this. So, just a little bit about Alaska. Please feel free to comment if you know anything else interesting about Alaska. People haven't watched my earlier videos. Part of why I'm doing this, my dad has Alzheimer's, and I'm trying to do new things, to learn new things. So doing YouTube is new to me. The social aspect of it, I don't know if socializing is supposed to be good. I don't know if online counts or not. But also just learning new things. I think is good, but so forgive me if I'm wrong about stuff, because we're all learning. So anyway, there's Alaska. I want to go to Denali. Oh, that's where the highest point is, Denali. Right there. I bet that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So my family, we went to the highest point in every state, except Hawaii and Alaska. And by went to, my mom was afraid to drive up the roads, and we would be driving on these long road trips, so we wouldn't have time to hike. So we would try to go there if we could and actually stand at the highest point. But if we couldn't, we just took a picture, and that was good enough. So we went to them, but and then my dad had a big map of the United States on the wall, and he put a pinpoint on each one with the picture of the place. And so that was pretty cool. If I could find the notes on that at my dad's, it would be fun to look at all the old pictures and see. I remember there was one called, I feel like it was Kansas' highest point. That's probably wrong. But it was called Sunflower Mountain, maybe? I think it was Sunflower. But we went there and we're trying to find it, and it was on this guy's farm. So we knocked on this guy's door, and we said, yeah, we want to go to the highest point. And he's like, okay. So he opened up the gate and took our truck and drove, and it was flat as can be. And that was the highest point in that state. I'll have to remember which one. I was probably 8 years old, so my memory's not super clear, but my sister would probably remember. Anyway, all right, guys. So, Alaska, definitely the biggest state.